Trash, yeah. I already caught on to that two times. He gonna say the 3 words. I already know them. I'm watching. Yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams are needing their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Keenan's Vikings going up against Brady's Patriots.
CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings.
You gonna drink yourself. I just paid for that shit. Yeah. Yeah, it do. It do. It sure do.
Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for Jarius White.
Where's the stove over there, Oral?
That FIFA tough than a bitch, boy.
Yeah, I play that demo. I be playing that demo too, but I can't stole shit. I can't stole on that shit, Ty. I can not stole. Really good. I knew this guy was a rival. I said it at the beginning. This guy was
incomplete after almost being intercepted. Defense now, it's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The front team nowhere to be found on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
yeah.
surprising. The offense is going to try to go for it here.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah, that's some bullshit.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down at 46. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
It's all good.
The collision there jars the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're they came in and made the contact just as he's trying to haul it in.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing is Keenum. Got him number 20. They get 14 yards there and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory.
It's still
the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, at this part of the field, that's a mission. Closer you can get to the end zone.
Yo. Cody. Some nigga. Some shit like that. Yeah, Kobe.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run.
Fuck you got going.
Bounce it out to the outside to make it successful.
See, it's the first drive, bro. I don't want to do too much too soon, but this nigga gonna run cover 2 the whole game. I've been... Huh? What'd you say? Yeah, I just went for it on 4. I just scored.
Touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7.
That's a good first drive, man. I went for it on 4th, but he ain't really. He gonna be the nigga that go with the first read. But like if you have like something else, you know what I'm saying, behind that shit, nigga gonna be out of there.
To the 23-yard line.
Who? What voice? Yeah. That nigga fast. That nigga like that spin move. Yeah, I did. Hold up. Yeah. I'm trying to take this shit off my what's in there. Settings. Alright. Oh shit. Fuck. I gotta go change something else.
his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brady to throw on second down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Sherrills to return it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. Spins away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
On play action, it's Brady. Here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
Shotgun now for Brady.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. 45 yards.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. With all else fails, you find big 87.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. There's a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Fresh set of downs here. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field. And I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tip.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Toss play to Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and of course people in attendance. A really well played game.
Now Keenum. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
Brady now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. On first down, Brady eluding the pressure right. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Brady. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw on second down is Keenum. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit.
He's got a man complete. The 20. 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Spins by. And now running right through it.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now this time, Brady will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, there's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They try again with Lewis. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. And he motions the wide receiver. Brady to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now Lewis. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get.
So many